There can be no life without order. Good, evil, darkness, light. There must be balance in the universe. Such is the decree of the Charred Council, an ancient body charged by the Creator to preserve the very fabric of existence. But the balance has been broken. Even now, Earth smolders in ruin, fallen to the demon lords, and the Destroyer carves a new kingdom amongst his mighty chosen. Some say the Horsemen war triggered the apocalypse, that he rode to Earth unbidden and doomed all of mankind. But what of the other Horsemen, fearless enforcers of the Council's will? What of fury, strife, and death? To know those names, you must first know another. Nephilim, cursed union of angel and demon. The Nephilim countless realms of the sword and burned them to ash. But 4 amongst them grew weary of the slaughter and feared their conquest would imperil the balance. And so a truce was made. The 4 would serve the Council in exchange for unimaginable power. Thus were the dreaded Horsemen formed, and the riders' first task was to purge their own brethren from creation, to annihilate the Nephilim and destroy their souls. Let us now cast our gaze to one amongst the 4, not War, who lies chained at the Council's feet, professing his innocence, but one who would save his brother above all else. He has many names: Kinslayer, Executioner, Death. To bargain for war's freedom, Death swore that he would resurrect humanity. But he knew not how this might be done. And so Death rode forth into the icy veil to find the Keeper of Secrets.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rolak, and welcome to my newest Let's Play, Darksiders 2. I know it has been a very long time since I last played a Darksiders game, Darksiders 1 being my second full project, but through all the difficulties and trials and issues I've had with this game, I am now ready to do a full-on project on it. This game came out quite a few years after the first Darksiders. I believe it was 2013, and Darksiders 1 was 2011. I'm not too sure, though. But we are playing as Death, leader of the 4 Horsemen. Atop his pale horse, Despair, for what follows Death but Despair. And we actually have a horse at the beginning of the game this time. And that is due to a couple reasons. One, because of mostly backlash due to people wanting the horse a bit a bit earlier than what Ruin was in the previous game. But yes. Now, combat is practically the same through this game. Like before, we just press X to attack. Very simple stuff. We press R to dodge out of the way. Now, there are a few things different. Where did the guys go? Okay, I knocked one of them off the cliff, I guess. There are a few things that we can do differently than what War can do. And there's also a new gear system. So, in this game, you can pick up a lot of different gear. This will improve your statistics, such as increasing damage, or just increasing your defense, other attributes and such. There are such that can increase your strength, which increases the damage you deal with weapons, arcane, which we'll get into which we'll get into later. Defense increases resistance against physical attacks, while resistance increases our defense against magical attacks. We'll get into all that later, but yes. So Death, while he can't double jump like War can in the previous game, he's a lot more agile and is able to run along walls. He's also able to climb up walls fairly a lot more easier than War, such as these ledges here. He'll climb up walls and traverse a lot of different terrain. So Death is a lot more agile than War. We should also introduce secondary weapons. So X are your main attacks, as Y is your secondary attack. There are two types of secondary weapons. There are the heavy ones and there are the light ones. Obviously not getting any heavy light ones just yet, but for the time being, it's just three or like a few simple attacks with that. There's the aerial attack, as well as some cross-ups that we can do with our different types of moves, but I actually missed that chest back there. Let's go back real quick. Potions. Whoa. Potions. As you can notice on the HUD over there, we have two types of potions. We have health potions and wrath potions. Health potions obviously restore your health, and wrath potions restore your wrath, obviously. Open up this chest and we get ourselves 3 health potions to start us off. Very nice. Carry up to 5 maximum potions. If you don't have any more room, you can just use the potion on the ground by pressing select, or whatever the secondary start button is for you. And let's go ahead and climb along these posts. Left trigger to jump. And on we go. Now, like I said, there are different ways that you can do combat. For example, if you delay your first hit, you do this. And that guy gets stuck up there. That's the first. That was a new one there. Each of the different moves have names, obviously. If we go over to here, razor kick, evade counter, all these different types of moves. Yeah, the razor strikes. As well as cross-ups, which we can use with our heavy weapon. We immediately go into our main weapon and do some fancy moves there. There's a bunch of different ways you can do moves, and it's quite expansive as to what you can actually do. Of course, we're still missing some moves, and we'll have to get some moves taught by a certain person. Ow. And executions are a bit different in this game. Instead of being the necessary thing to kill enemies in the first game, executions now happen upon chance. There are some attributes that you can use to make it more often to appear. Executions are practically the exact same as they were in the last game. Press B and you do a little fancy execution, and you get like a good chunk of wrath and sometimes health. But that also depends on the stuff you got equipped and what it says on it. Another neat thing I like about this game is that it actually tells you what enemy you're facing just by having their name above the health bar, which is very helpful. There we go. Should also mention, Death has an odd habit with dodging. So you can dodge in any direction. However, if you do it too fast, he does a little flip there, and you can't really do much while he's doing that flip. So it's a bit of a delay there. Similarly to Bayonetta when you dodge too many times. And decline upon this growth like War was. A strange rambling old man over there. Alright, take care of this skeleton once more. There we go. And as you notice, I am able to use our jump attack. As you notice, we are able to use the jump into combat to knock enemies up. It's also a neat little thing you do. So, like I said, there's a lot of different combat properties you can do. And here's our first mini-boss, the Ice Giant. This guy's got a few heavy-hitting attacks, so but they're really easy to dodge. So just dodge out of the way, and you should be good. Go for some light attacks and mix in your heavy attacks, and you should be going great. More hits, and there we go. and just a little bit of guilt. Currency in this game is not souls. Souls are technically still used through health and wrath regeneration, but they're not the main currency. The main currency is guilt, which are essentially just gold. Guilt drops from enemies as usual and can drop from chests as well. Alright, with our little buddy Dust here showing us the way, let's move on forward. Or upward, to be more exact. Gotta say, the presentation for the intro of this game is fantastic. What with the music and just the overall just like appearance of everything, it's amazing. And we can run along some walls and jump between walls to get us up a bit further. I don't think that's how that works, but I mean, death's, you know, death, so we're not going to question it. Run along this peg to get a little bit more distance. That's going to be pretty prominent throughout most of the game. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of just pegs and like ledges that we can just climb upon, as well as just growth. But yeah, that's to be expected because it's a video game and whatnot. Climb up this, jump up here, jump over here, and climb the rest of the way up and slide across. Simple. Now, another thing that I also have not brought to attention is experience. As you notice, above the health bar, which is the gray bar, Death has an experience bar. By killing enemies and completing certain tasks, you are able to gain experience. Leveling up obviously gives you like stats and increase and stuff like that, and makes you stronger, but it also has a few more attributes that we'll get into later. In the main game, the max level is 23. Although if you're playing New Game Plus, you'll be able to get to level 30, because your level will carry over in New Game Plus. Is it possible to get the 30 in the main game? I don't think it is. I think it just fully caps you at 23, but I'm not too certain because I've never actually reached that level before. So I'm not sure, but it is possible to get the 30 in New Game Plus. Got a few more interesting things we can do with some wood stuff here. Jump across onto the growth. Like I said, Death's a lot more maneuverable than War. Although he doesn't possess a double jump, which honestly I'm confused as to why War possessed a double jump to begin with. No, it's a video game. It's gotta make sense in some way. In fact, I'm pretty sure... No, does Fury have a double jump? I can't even remember. It's been so long since I played Darksiders 3. Yeah, here we go. And this was the point where I was like, holy crap, this game is insanely good looking. You got this giant... I don't even know what this is supposed to be. It's just a giant, cool structure. It just looks amazing.
Voices. Always voices. Torment without end.
Keeper of secrets, I need your help.
I helped you once before, Horsemen. Look at me now. How I cursed that day. How I curse you.
Careful, Crowfather. I'm not here to put you out of your misery. Not yet.
I know why you've come. Your brother, the one called War, he's been imprisoned by the Charred Council and awaits their judgment for dooming the Earth, for mankind's extinction. Why should I care about your brother's fate?
Because you know the truth. Your secrets can save him.
The Council will condemn War. Strip him of power, let him rot in oblivion, to hide the truth. My secrets cannot prove his innocence, Horsemen.
No, but they can help me to erase the crime.
Bring mankind back from extinction. Madness.
If it's madness, then who better to show me the way?
Should a way exist, you will find it here.
The Tree of Life. Let me pass.
Not yet. That which you gave me, you will take it back.
In exchange for its secrets, you agreed to keep the amulet.
No. The voices, They curse and threaten without end. They cry to return. You must destroy it!
I cannot.
You annihilated their flesh. Why do you guard their souls?
Open the portal.
You will not pass while I live.
So be it.
Here your brethren are trapped in eternal torment. Do you wish to join them? And what of war? Would you kill your brother to save your precious balance?
He is innocent.
Are you so certain?
Alright, here we are against our first proper boss battle against War. More specifically, the Crow Father imitating War, but he has pretty much the exact same properties as War from the first game. Go for a few attacks, he's going to be countering us, and going for a Blade Geyser. Kind of annoying to dodge out of the way. He's going to be doing some 3 hits. Last hit's going to sprout out some more geysers. Now, once he brings up his gauntlet, you want to stop jacking and dodge out of the way, because that hit he gives you with the counter is going to be very tough to dodge out of the way. Such as so. Because he erupts some blades forward and around him, so you got to get away from him in order to dodge it properly. Fortunately, oh, there we go, jumped over it that time. Very simple boss fight, not many mechanics, but yeah. And just repeat, and repeat. Again, very simple boss fight. It's obviously the first one, so it's going to be a bit easy. Like I said, music, fantastic.
Open the portal. Your secrets die with you, old fool.
My secrets, but not yours.